Hey guys, the DVD update here for another video on the Real DVD Watchers. Continuing with the rapicities. Check out what I watched. That's right, Tales from the Never-Ending Story, The Beginning, on the DVD. I'm continuing that Never-Ending Story stuff, man. I just had to finish it all. This was quite interesting. Quite interesting, to say the least. Disc. Got this from the library. The Never-Ending Story is blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I went into this thinking it was a movie, okay? I read the back, only part of the plot of the back, and it sounded, even though it said the beginning, you might think it's a prequel, but reading the back, it sounds like a shot-for-shot remake. So I thought this was a movie. This was my mistake. So you're going to have to get my mindset in this. I thought it was a movie. I read the back. It sounds like a remake, yet the beginning inquires, or implies, I should say, that it might be a possible prequel. So I go into this thinking it's a movie. It starts off, you know, like a movie, whatever, and Bastian follows the same Bastian, played, of course, by a different actor, as you can see right there. This came out in, like, 2001-ish. And and he's at school or whatever, and his mom is still alive. If you recall from the first movie, his mom has passed away for some time. In this movie, his mom is still alive, so it's basically a prequel to the first movie. And his mom's still alive, and it shows how his mom dies. A wolf, this wolf-like thing, causes her car to crash one day and kills her. And this wolf then transforms into a teacher, which causes havoc on him for some reason. Anyway, he finds the Never-Ending Story at the same bookstore by the same guy. It's just, so all this is happening before the first movie, yet in the first movie, the same shit happens to him, and he doesn't know what's going on. He acts like he's never heard of the Never-Ending Story book or whatever. So I'm not quite sure why. I'm guessing this is not supposed to go along with the movies. It's just supposed to be a whole new deal to tell new stories, I guess. So anyways, he starts reading the book. Stuff is happening in real life and in the book. You bring back the childlike empress, who, even though this is once again a prequel or happening before the first movie, is way older than the childlike empress from the other movies. And you get the only character that comes back is obviously the book guy, Bastian, his dad, and Atreyu, who was the Indian guy from the first movie. And basically, the childlike empress's sister is wreaking havoc on Fantasia, and he's just reading it. Weird stuff is happening to him at school and things like that. And that's about it. This was awkward. So we made fun of this movie the whole way through. Me and my mom watched this. I was crying. My mom was commenting so much good stuff on this, so much funny things. It was amazing. You had to be there though. Anyway, so at this one thing happens abruptly. This teacher that has been who was sent by the bad person in this, the childlike empress's sister, the evil witch woman, sent into the real world as Bastian's teacher to basically give him Fs. This is what I get from it, because that's basically all he did, was torment him in class and give him Fs. And so they basically defeat this guy and send him back to the Fantasia world. And so the new teacher, the teacher that used to be their teacher before this guy showed up, comes in, and he's like, yeah! And he high-fives his friend, and then it starts to fade out, and I'm like, the end, as a joke, and that was the end. So the only thing they wrapped up was that little thing with the teacher. The evil childlike empress's sister witch was still wreaking havoc all over Fantasia. Atreyu just met like this girl that he's making out with for some reason that drives a fake luck dragon, because for some reason our luck dragon has disappeared, so they made a fake one, which has wings for some reason. It's supposed to fake people into thinking that the luck dragon is still around, yet it has wings. It has like a 14-foot wingspan, and the original luck dragon had no wings. How could they get confused? I don't know. They're like, oh, that's the luck dragon right there. I wonder how he grew 14-foot wings. Anyway, so I jokingly said the end, and then it went completely black, faded to black, and credits started to roll, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? So I hop on to the intranets, and this was actually a TV series, so that's okay. It's called The Beginning. You would think this is the first one, The Beginning, but it's not. There's movies before this, I think. But I should have read a little bit more on the back, because on the back in little bold right here it says, look for the next installment of this fantasy-filled adventure coming soon to home video. So unfortunately, I watched this bit that was in the middle. And so yeah, it was a TV series which had 1 season. Actually, it got kind of conflicting reports. One place says it had 2 seasons. One place says it has 1 season, and it was made in Canada. And it was aired there. And then it aired here on HBO on a bunch of 1-hour episodes. And then they also made it 4 TV movies. And that's one that I watched. I watched one of the 4 TV movies, which explains why I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It started off like it was the first movie in it, but it didn't wrap up. And there's a special feature on here. There's a trailer for this movie and a special feature on here called Behind the Scenes. And they were showing so many scenes that would come before this. So I'm not sure if this is the first one of the 4 movies, TV movie continuations or not. Either way, it's not that good. It's in the 90s. It's got 90s actors. I mean, it's just nothing, pretty much there's basically nothing of the original story left. It kind of sucks. I probably won't be hunting down the remaining ones because I would probably have to buy them or see if they're on download, which is just probably a waste of my time, seeing as how they're really crappy. Arteu is played by a white guy. He's supposed to be played by a Native American character. He has a horse that's named the same, yet it's not completely white like in the first movie. It's got brown and black spots all over it. Just not that good at all. And since it's the 90s, there is crappy CGI galore. So that's the tale of the never-ending story, The Beginning, one of the 4 TV movies that they threw in for the series. So yeah, I'd give this about 4 or 5 out of 10. Not worth your time. Here's how it's gonna go. First never-ending story, watch it. Second never-ending story, watch it. After that, wash your hands of the series and be happy that you've seen the 2 good ones and not the rest of the crappy ones. So this has been the DVD update. Once again, bringing you a never-ending story epic. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.